Hello, today I welcome you to my world of watches, and in this video I'm going to show you pretty much everything about this Seiko SNK803. Let's see what it's all about. So today is the first time we got a Seiko on this channel, and not just any Seiko, but a Seiko 5, which I'm really stoked about. This one is one of the most popular budget Seikos out there. The last time I checked it was like $60 to $70, but they gone up in price. The lowest I could find was on Jomashop at $86 including shipping. Also Amazon.com has an offering, but the price is ridiculous, like $150. So I would advise you to look at Jomashop if you're planning to buy this one. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Anyway, it's a very nice little field/dress watch, and in my opinion one of the best, if not the best, watches to start your collection with. So without further ado, let's see the good, the bad, and the ugly about the Seiko SNK803. As always, let's get the specifications out of the way first, then we're gonna talk about the overall design, and at the end I'll tell you my final thoughts. It's 37mm in diameter, about 43mm lug to lug, 11mm thick, has 18mm lug width, and also weighs roughly 60 grams. So this watch is definitely on the smaller side. Although because of its size, it sits very comfortably on the wrist. After a while you forget that it's even there. As you can see, this is how it looks on my 7-inch wrist. A bit too small for me in my opinion, but for someone that has a smaller wrist size, it would really look good. Also, this is how it looks compared to the 40mm Timex Expedition. So starting off with the band, is just a simple nylon strap with a fox leather part surrounding the holes, stitched nicely. The buckle and band keepers are stainless steel and are bead blasted to match the finish of the case. I really like the fact that they went with these stainless steel band keepers rather than nylon, as it keeps the strap in place better. The strap itself is not bad but not great either. I would recommend you to get a better one if possible. You can also find this watch with a stainless steel bracelet, but knowing Seiko and after watching a couple of reviews, I think it's safe to say that the bracelet is not that good. The other thing that I really like is the finishes on this watch. It's mixed between bead blasted and polished surfaces. The sides and bezel are bead blasted, but if you flip it over, you can see the beautiful polishing. And another beautiful thing to see is the 7S26 movement through the see-through caseback. It's really satisfying to watch the rotor spin. It has 21 joules and a power reserve of around 41 hours. It also doesn't hack or hand wind, so if you want to charge it up, you have to wear it and it will start going, or you have to do a little Seiko shuffle. A lot of people really like the reliability of this movement, and I can see why. It's pretty accurate and overall it's built like a tank. The dial is covered by a hardlex crystal, which is Seiko's own type of crystal, which is less scratch resistant than sapphire but more scratch resistant than mineral. If we focus on the dial, you can see that there are literally no printing mistakes. The printing is done fantastically. The silver Seiko logo is applied and plays nicely with the light. This is a field watch, so numerals on the dial go from 5 to 55 and from 1 to 12 on the smaller ring, as you can see. Also, there's automatic 21 joules printed just below the hands. And I personally love this color scheme. The cream color is just perfect. It's not too dark but not too bright either. Also, there are more colors to choose from if you don't dig this one. There's also an SNK805, which is army green, an SNK807, which is dark blue, an SNK809, which is black, and also an SNK-M95 with a red dial, but it's really hard to come across one. In my opinion, they chose a very nice set of black hands for this watch, matches with the indices very well, and of course Seiko is known for their lume. This one is no exception. The lume stays for a long time and is extremely legible at night. Here's a lume shot. It has a date window at 3, which is very neat. If you pull the crown, which is located at 4 o'clock, to the first position and go clockwise, you can change the day. And if you go counterclockwise, you can change the day of the week. You can choose for it to display the day of the week either in English or Spanish, and if you pull the crown to the second position, you can change the time. Now onto the negatives. The first and probably the most obvious one is the water resistance. It's only 30 meter water resistant, really limits versatility. You can go for a swim with it. I believe it would survive the basic activities including water like gardening and washing your hands, but not much more. The second problem for me is another one. I really don't like that they decided to polish the part between the lugs. If you have shiny watches with a strap on it, you know that after a while dust accumulates there, and I believe that if it was bead blasted like the rest, it won't be as visible. And the last thing is the size. For me, 37mm is definitely too small, but that's just my personal taste. It definitely doesn't look bad, but just not for me. So there you go, here's my review of the Seiko SNK803. Overall, it's a great watch for the price considering the specs, and I'll stick to my words and say that this one is one of the best timepieces to start your collection with or get into mechanical watches. The design is sleek, simplistic, the movement shouldn't require maintenance for a long time and is reliable. Yeah, I really like this watch. So as always, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. And if you like my video, please leave a like and consider subscribing and hitting that little bell so you'll get notified when I upload a new video. And now thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.